I got a box. I've got a box. I've got unboxing to do. You know what I'm saying? I got a little something in this box for me and you. So I've been using my Kaiser Vanguard double detent knife lately with the fake bacon micarta handle grips and the 154 cm steel. I like it. The only problem with the double detent knife or a slip joint is you gotta use two hands to open it and close it sometimes. So if you're used to the modern flippers that you can just whack-a-lacka. Now, if you're used to the modern flippers where you can just fire that sucker open, I get it. But if you got the time to use two hands and you want to go old school, you want to pull that sucker open. Now you can always use your side of your leg to close it, just like that. Break it. Probably could break it with your finger too and do it one-handed. Opening it though, I can't open this one-handed very well, and I try not to do it one-handed because it's just accident ready to happen. Okay, so what I have here is a box with some knives in it, and I'm going to be taking a look at the knives throughout the next week or so. But I might just say, hey, this is what I got in here now, to give you a heads up on what I'm going to look at and what I'm going to talk about this week. I'll probably do a lot of that on the talk show. What I do have in here is a pipe and some tobacco. Yeah, I follow Tim's School of Fish, and I became good friends with Tim. And look at the tobacco. It's not wacky tobacco. It's regular tobacco for a pipe. I'm not a smoker. I've never smoked cigarettes. I've never smoked cigars. Never smoked pipes. I have smoked the wacky tobacco back when I was a youngin'. But now Okay, so little note from Tim explaining to me that I need to watch one of his videos to better learn how to prepare myself for my first pipe smoking. I'm going to become a gentleman, I think. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be a gentleman. I'm going to do the gentleman smoke. So in here is a CJRB. Now, I'm going to check with Tim before I do the reviews on these, because some of these knives might be for sale, and I'd like to help him move them if I don't want them myself. That's been the problem lately. Some of the knives I've gotten and received over the beginning of this year have been from Tim, and I bought them. It's a lot of knives. There are what appears to be a couple Migurons, which I'm excited about. CJRB, Miguron. There's another Miguron knife. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll probably be buying some damn knives. I want a Hank on the Just the Tip. Just the Tip. It was the Just the Tip podcast or live stream with Tim and Jake at Uncommon EDC and Tim's School of Fish. Look at this cool thing. It's got like a comic strip. Now this is a Gone Deck EDC Hank. This is my first EDC Hank I've ever owned. Otherwise, I just carry like a bandana. A regular bandana. That's cool. I like that. I'll incorporate that in my overhead views probably. Kaiser. I love Kaiser. I've been using the Kaiser Vanguard. Jeez. What else? Dog Bone Jack. Oh, looking forward to seeing. I think we might look at that today. Yeah. There's a Civivi in here. Boy, and another Kaiser. And then the box is empty. Let's look at the Bone Dog Jack. Now, I don't know anything about these knives, so I'm just winging it, okay? So hang in there with me. Now, this is a Rough Rider, and something tells me, I think I saw a video on this before. This has a slip in here and everything with a little dog on it, and there's a clip on the back of the slip. And there you go. There's that for the knife to go into. Oh, wow. I'm guessing he's not going to want to sell this, but if he does, this is a very intriguing knife. Look at this. You know, Rough Rider, they do a really good job in my eyes with traditional knives. Now, I'm not by any means an expert in any field, to be honest with you. But I'm definitely not an expert in traditional knives. I just know what I like. You know what I mean? Like the fit and finish and the trim and everything doesn't have to be perfect. It really doesn't. It just has to fit my eye just the way I like it. Now this is a cool knife because this kind of like, it's nice and flat right here on the spine. And then it does like the dog bone ends on the caps. Man, then it's got a dog bone raised just a little bit because I like it. It's got like 3D feel on this. I believe these are wood handles. I'll have to check. I'll put all the specs right here next to me. Look at that nail nick. Really long nail nick. Oh man, good pull on it. Okay, there's no stop in here. It's going to go straight to the top. Bone dog jack right on the blade. So this is a nice spear point pen knife. It's got 2 blades, so it's kind of doing a canoe. Maybe this would be a Congress. Let me check. I would call that a canoe, but it's got like a spay blade, and then it's got a spear point. Now it's got brass liners on the inside. I think stainless steel springs. It looks like nickel caps. Now the hardware is a little proud right here. This pin right here is proud. These pins, these two aren't. But this center pin is proud on both sides. Kind of like the dog bone's a little proud. I don't care about that. I don't mind that. This is definitely a canoe. But there's also a muskrat. And I think the muskrat would have clip points versus the spear and the spay, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Jump in the comments. Say, hey, dumbass, you're wrong. You're not going to hurt my feelings. So, the pull and the snap is tougher on the smaller blade. Yeah, the pull, I'm going to say the pull on both of these, for me, would be in the, out of 10. 10 being the hardest to pull out, and the snap and all the walk and talk of it all. I'm going to say the pull on these for me are about a 4. They're not real hard pulls. Maybe a 4 and then a 5 on the smaller blade. Well, this little one's a tough little doggy. It's a dog bone. I can't get it to come out. Yeah, this one's a little bit tougher. I'm going to give this a 5. I'm going to give this a 3. I like them when they have the half stop right there for some reason. I don't know why. I just do. I think because it lets you know that once you're there, you're safe from the bottom detent. Whereas you never know when that is going to want to snap in. Specifically on the smaller blade. Now the smaller blade does have a half stop. That's kind of strange. This goes all the way up through. Or this half stop's weak and it's not doing a click or any kind of stop. Whereas this has got, it locks up right there at half point. So there's probably a reason for that. Great knife. Great knife. Even has like a cool little lanyard that has like a whistle on the end, which I won't blow on because it's not my knife, but it's got a cool little whistle bead on the end, which is kind of neat. No, I'm not going to stick my mouth on it though. I'm going to respect another man's knife. I tried to, blow the air through my hand into it, but whatever. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's cool as hell. And if it's for sale and the price is right, I might buy it. And if I don't, I'm going to post it up and let you guys know it's for sale. Just not sure yet. All right. So there's that. I love traditional knives. I really do. There's just some I don't really like a lot. If you were to ask me, hey, what blade style do you not really care for in a traditional knife? And I'd say a clip point. I think they get way too narrow and tiny with those clip points. And that's specific for certain people, and I get it. The use for that, definitely. But I've never had the use for that. I've been a more heavy-duty kind of guy with knives. So a little tiny, flimsy, little sharp, super razor-sharp blade is not necessarily down my alley. You know what I'm saying? But I've got some knives to review now. I got 6 more knives, 6 more days. I'll see you around.